Hey guys, I'm going to try to fit in one more WIP parade video for today, and then I'm hoping that tomorrow I can maybe get done all of the knitting, crochet, and quilting videos so that I can start the new year without needing to do any WIP parades. So let's quickly knock out our final cross stitch one, which is full coverages. I did, however, miss one project to show you guys. I had it sitting here, I just missed doing it. And that is Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. That's what it will look like. And here is where I am at on that. So, Halloween Rules. Let me just get that a little bit more wound up. Okay, and now we will do the full coverages. I am hoping to remember what all the projects are, but I don't know that I will. Okay, like this one is a massive piece of fabric that I started gridding, but I don't think I did any stitches on. Don't know what project's for. I have no clue. Let's see about this one. I think this one might be the Astronomer. Yeah, it is. Oops. Oh, shoot. Well, I just lost the back of one of my needle minders. Oh, there it is, actually. Okay, so, the Astronomer. I'm gonna try to pull up cover pictures here to show you guys. So that's the Astronomer. And here is what I have done. So not a ton. This is one of my newest starts though, so. Next we have Best of Friends from Golden Kite. The picture for that is in another folder, so I'm not going to show you guys. And also I have done very little on this. This is like my only Golden Kite. Anyways, I've done almost nothing. There are so many blends in this project. It's a little bit overwhelming. Next we have Christmas Dreams from Donna Gelsinger. That's what it will look like. This is one I had previously started on 28 count Lugana. I was actually looking at my old blog today, and I have not worked on that since 2014, so almost 7 years. And I recently barely restarted it on 18 count Ada. That's all I did. But I restarted it because this is a very confetti heavy project, and I just cannot see well enough on this 28 count. Let's put the cover picture showing. Next we have Enchanted Snowman. Reindeer, snowman. Nope. Huh. Oh, here. The Enchanted Snowman from Donna Gelsinger. I love this one. And just to show you guys, I have the other two, Enchanted Santa and Enchanted Reindeer. And I would love to stitch those as well as sort of like companion pieces. This is another one I recently restarted. I started it originally on this 28 count Lagana. But I restarted it on 18 count Ada. And this is all that I have done. I think I restarted it in July for Christmas in July. But I love it so much already. Next we have fairy tales, and this is where I am at on that. So I think I've done the first column and on the first page. So a ton more to do on this one. It doesn't really call to me as much as it did when I first saw it, so I'm not in a big rush to work on this one. But it's one of those ones that I'm thinking maybe in future years I'll want to work on it again, so why toss it out or get rid of it? This got a little bit out of alphabetical order, I think. So here we have filling the stocking. Let me pull that up really quick. Filling the stocking. Another Donna Gelsinger Santa. And I love this one so much. So I originally started it, but I got some hoop stains, and this fabric is ginormous, but that's what I had done. So I restarted it on 18 count. That was 14 count, and this is 18 count. And I think I also restarted this Christmas in July. So less, or just around 200 stitches. And I think for storing purposes, I'm going to need to get rid of the previously abandoned ones because it just makes it hard to store. This one is the fairy tale shelf. And it might be under T for the I don't know. It's probably called something that's not actually the fairy tale shelf. That's just what I call it. Or maybe it's under Max Color. Sorry. Anyways, I don't know. It's that fairy tale shelf from Heaven and Earth Designs, but with all the drama surrounding the 07 and 08, which is in this pattern, I don't really know what to do, so that's why I haven't stitched on it. in a while. But here is where I got to. So almost all the way across the first page. Working on some background sky. Next, we have one that is slated for a restart, and that is because, okay, so it is Christmas Mailbox. I thought I had a cover picture, but apparently not. So Christmas Mailbox. This is what it looks like. And I love this chart so much. But in the original version, she has the entire top of the sky, which you can clearly see has some variegation and definition. She had it entirely the same color. Unless you guys think I am being dramatic or anything like that. Here is a page, all the same color. And there is definitely some variegation in that sky. Anyways, it finally got released as a max color. So I bought that and to restart it because this same color was just killing me. First of all, this is so this will be my third restart of this project. This is one that I did on oatmeal fabric. It's just, oh man, it was so disheartening to work with, especially when you could see in the picture that there was more to that than it was showing. And I love this picture so much. Anyway, so I bought the max color version, and from the very first page, like the very first little instances of it, it is just filled with like different symbols like you would expect. I mean, that one box has a lot of symbols, so I'm hoping that that is going to be more enjoyable to work on. You would think that a huge block of color would be like some nice mindless stitching, but when literally the entire top row of pages is the same color, that is just, in my opinion, lazy charting. And I hate to say that, but it is. If she can put ninja stitches in basically everything, then how could she actually justify charting an entire top row of pages in one color when the cover art clearly shows that there should be more than one color in that? Next we have, I have the cover picture for this one, Fright Night. I bought this from somebody else after it went out of print. It's since been charted by somebody else, and I've thought about just buying it from that so I can just work from a digital copy, because it's so hard to just work from a physical copy. And when I was gridding the fabric, I accidentally did it like this. And so when I went to work on it, I had to start from the side of the fabric I don't like starting from. But I've been working with the black, and I think it's really nice. But yeah, again, I think digital copies are easier to work from than physical. So I've been contemplating that. And I bought this, let's see. This was sent to me wow, shipping has gone up. The whole pattern was sent to me for $2.45, which I can't even imagine. Okay, in 2014. I can't imagine shipping like so much paper for just $2.45. Anyways, so that's Fright Night. Next we have Frosty, which I got because it reminded me of Gracie when we got Gracie as a little puppy. Her face has since changed, but when she was a little puppy, this is what she looked like. And it's just so pretty, so cute. And so I got that because of her. I need to work on it some more because I do just love this one so much. But that's all I have done. One tiny little corner. Next we have up Grandmother's Hat. This is a Josephine wall. I'm not a fan of most of Josephine walls, but I do really like this one. This is started on 18 count, so I mean I might restart it, but 28 count, sorry. But I haven't decided for sure yet, and I have not worked on this in literally years. Next we have one that I'm pretty sure is called House Divided. And I don't know if you guys remember, Hayde used to do some challenges in their group, like trying to get people to stitch different styles. And I was using this piece for that. This is House Divided. This was by Nini Thomas, and she's not with Heaven and Earth Designs anymore, so. So I had this one from the checkerboard challenge, and yeah. So that's what I've done. I do really like this pattern. How many strands am I stitching with? 2 strands? Okay. Yeah, I should definitely work on this one some more. I love it so much. Next up, we have one called Impetuous Arrival. And I started this one on 28 count, but this is another one I'm definitely wanting to restart. I just love that so much. It's so creepy, but beautiful. And I did 2 rows across the first section. And I just didn't like how much I could see the fabric through the moon. I don't know. I do really love this one. Then we have, this is another one I've restarted. This might have been my very first, Heaven and Earth, well, one of my very first Heaven and Earth designs. It's called Lovers by Nini Thomas. And I just love this one. I just really like how that looks. This is the only thing I've ever completed a page on. But there's just so much. The fabric in person is pretty stained. It's 28 count. Anyways, yeah, it's in person, it's pretty stained. But I loved it so much that I had to restart it. And wow, this new started fabric is also stained. Jeez Louise, am I incapable of keeping fabric clean? How did this get stained? I've been trying to be better. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyways, this is where I'm at on that. So, yep. I haven't worked on this in quite some time. Now we have my 2 maps of Middle Earth. The first one is the original one that was released from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I stopped working on this one because people said that you couldn't read the names of the cities, as it was charted. So that's all I did on it. Yeah. So then she released the other version. I think she calls it the large one. But in the cover art, she like really lightened up the chart. And what I liked about so much of this one is the coloring. And so I haven't really worked a ton on this because of that lightening. However, I saw someone in a group today who had made some significant progress on this one. And it looked just fine. So I would like to get back to working on this. And that's Map of Middle Earth. And so that actually completes my first tub. And I think the second one actually has less projects in it. So this one should go pretty quickly. So then we have a very tiny start, like 100 stitches, on Mini Blackberry Kitten. This isn't even my normal style, but I was just drawn to this one for some reason. And I literally only have that 100 stitches, so I'm not gonna pull that out. I'll just show that. The first 100. Next, we have another one that I'm planning on restarting. And that is New York Christmas. New York Christmas Theater Christmas. And that's what it looks like. And I love that. And this is what I had done on it. The reason I'm restarting it is because I started this 2/2 on, no, 2/1 on 22 count heart hanger, and it's just too compact. It's a little bit difficult to get my needle through, and I just don't want to work on something I'm struggling to stitch. It's just not nice. So yeah, so this one I will be restarting. Next, we have one I was gifted a couple Christmases ago. I was gifted the kit, or I won it in a giveaway. However, my husband accidentally, we were just dating at the time, but he accidentally set a few of my threads on fire. And I haven't been like wanting to work on it so much since then. And this is Mini Kitten Heaven by Amy Stewart. Yeah. Had I started actually, yes, I had started actually working on this. Oh, geez. Hang on. Avalanche. It wouldn't have been so bad, but my iPad dropped. So, I guess I was needing to get starts on multiple pages for a challenge. Because I have a few starts, like a few stitches across several places. So, yeah. And, yeah. Oops. Need to work on this one. And it doesn't want to fold up nicely. I don't understand why it's giving me difficulties. Jeez Louise. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Mini Kitten Heaven. Oh, the pattern is another thing that fell. She gifted the kit, I purchased the pattern. Next, we have one called Mini Newborn Gift. Mini Newborn Gift. And I think I started this when I found out my sister was pregnant. So, at least 5 years ago. And it was one that I was like, oh, I can stitch this up real quick because it really is actually small. But then I didn't, and then I just stopped working on it. Like you guys are going to see in just a minute how small this is. For Heaven and Earth Designs, like that's as big as it is. There's only 15 colors. Yeah, this is one I would like to actually work on again. I mean, probably not for my nephew now, but I still hope to have a baby, so. Okay, now we have one. I have abandoned this one because it's a mini that I've restarted as a full size. And that's Mini So Many Books, So Little Time by Randall Spangler. Oops, sorry about that. Here's what that looks like. And I restarted it in its full, well, this is pre-restarting. And that's how much I'd gotten done. Which does actually look quite nice, if I say so myself. You'll see the other one when we get to the S section. Okay, next we have this crazy idea I got in my head to start and to do each of the like Mini Wisdom, Mini Cunning, all those ones from Heaven and Earth Designs, to do them all on the same piece of fabric, like together, but also do it extreme cross country. So like an extreme cross country. And that's where I'm at. I am the furthest on Mini Bravery for Gryffindor. And then I need to actually figure out which houses each of these little blips are, because they've got like, I don't know, 50 stitches each, maybe 100. This is one that perhaps I should just restart them each on their own piece of fabric. But at the time, it seemed like a really good idea that they would all be together. This one is the Mini Wisdom Ravenclaw one. Let's see. Mini Loyalty, so Hufflepuff. Mini Cunning, so Slytherin. And Mini Bravery, so Gryffindor. Okay, next up we have Mini Village Bookstore. This is one from back in my masking tape days. The fabric's a little bit stained, but the oatmeal hides it pretty well. Yeah, I really need to work on this one. Mini Village Bookstore. Where are you? Right here. I really love this one, and I've thought about maybe buying the full-size one instead. I think this is also one I started doing cross country by page, and then found it really difficult to then go in and fill in the ninja stitches. So, yeah. Don't know why I keep trying to do things extreme cross country. I don't think that's actually a system that works well for me. Okay, this is Michelle's Mystery Sal from 2017 that I bought the kit for, and I've seen it finished, and I've actually been thinking about repurposing this fabric, basically. I love these flowers up here. I love that so much. And I love this down here. My problem with this pattern, and why I've not gone further than this, is I don't actually like the look of everything in the middle. I don't think that it is very cohesive with this particular outline, which I thought was really pretty. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of just stalled on this project. It's all creatures great and small. Next we have up the Nativity. This is another pattern I really love and restarted, just because of my eyesight problems on 28 count for 1/1 stitching. So that's what I've done on it, and I think it looks really good. I have seen someone stitching this in the Super Size Max color, and I have been so tempted. You don't even know. So tempted to get that because it just looks amazing. But I have resisted. And apparently the last time I worked on this, I didn't even finish the stitch I was stitching, which is not like me. Very interesting. That's all I did. So, not much progress made on it. I think I restarted it during Christmas in July this year. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out what this is. Okay, this one is my Savior. Why am I not finding anything under my? Our Savior. Okay, it's Our Savior. Our Teacher. By Bob Byerly. I love this one so much. All those little children with the Sunday school teacher and Jesus behind. I love that so much. And I've just been working on the black in the first page. So that's where I'm at. Next we have up one that definitely needs a restart. The fabric is horrendously stained. And it was also 28 count. And this is Pretty by 90 Thomas. Let me pull that up. I am missing one that should be here. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll show you guys that one next, but looking at the fabric, that's probably also going to need a restart. Anyways, this is Pretty by 90 Thomas, and I just love the light and the dark. Oh, so annoying that it keeps doing that. Oh my gosh, stop. The light and the dark difference between the two women. And this is all that I have done on that. So about 1,600 stitches. Next up we have Power and Prestige, also from 90 Thomas. And this one I started on this massive 14 count fabric, and it's stained, and I just need to start on a smaller count. That's what it looks like. I love it so much. And that's all I've done on it. So, yep. Next we have a quick stitch from Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is Quick Stitch Once Upon a Time, the book that's at the bottom of that chart. I do have that chart, but this is just the book. And yeah, I really like that. I'm pretty sure this is 28 count, but the holes are bigger in this, and it's easier to work on, I think. So I may continue this on this fabric. Let me just take a drink real quick. Next we have the very meagerest of starts on a project called The Ranger. The Ranger. And this is one that needs to be restarted. It's on 28 count. That's from Lord of the Rings. And apparently, I didn't even attempt to grid this fabric. Don't know what I was thinking, except probably just trying to do a Haid without gridding, which is insane. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll continue to try to do this one. This is a project I frequently forget that I've started, and then I tell myself I need to start it. Now we have, okay, the full size So Many Books so little time that I've restarted. And that's all that I have done on that. I restarted it with some friends in my Stitchy Quest group. Like a year ago, I think. So I should have made more progress than that, but it's been a crazy year. Next we have Snow Girl. Snow Girl. And that's what she looks like. I think she's so pretty. I started her on a 28 count, which probably means we're looking at a restart, but not in any time soon. Now we have Sweet Shop from Amy Stewart, and I like how vibrant this one is. However, I started it doing tent stitch, and I have discovered tent stitch is not for me. I do not enjoy it at all. In place of full coverage, like full X's. So that's what I've done. I mean, it looks nice. You can't really tell the difference, but it's the actual process of stitching with the tent stitches that I don't enjoy. My head gets all like confused. I don't know. I do like, however, that you can do loop start with it. Oh, and this is another 28 count, but it's 2/1 tent stitch. There was a time when almost every paid I started, I tried a different stitching technique, and so this was part of that process. Next we have Three Graces. I believe this is a Josephine Wall. Three Graces. And I was racked this. It's not really my style. But that's all right. It was, you know, a random act of kindness. So, and this was back when I was first starting really cross stitching, or had discovered full coverages. And so, I was also only working part-time at the time, and so receiving a free chart was so very nice and welcome. That's as far as I got, because back then I didn't have a full set of DMC, and so even just saving up money to buy 90 colors was a big deal for me, and DMC was way cheaper back then. I can't even admit, I can't even imagine just starting now. This is Trick or Treat 2 from, or just one, I don't know, from Randall Spangler. I love this one. This seems like the same, almost like the same Village Bookshop. I don't know. I love that so much. And I honestly don't know why I've done basically nothing on it. Well, for one thing, it's on 28 count, so That's probably got to change. But this is all I have done. On the first page, most of the grid lines have faded out. There's just not much there, so I really wish my eyesight was as good as it used to be when I could do 1/1 on 28 count with no problem. Need to take, okay, now I know what this is. Okay, this is one, I'm not going to pull up the picture because it's a different designer, but this is Up on the Rooftop from Tilton Crafts. They are now, this series is now charted by Artisy, but I had started this on 28 count Hardanger, or maybe not. This seems bigger than that. Seems almost like 14 count possibly, but either way, it's stiff fabric, and I hated working on it because it was so stiff, so I finally restarted it, and I really enjoyed doing this bit. So next we have one of the ones I've seen stitched, and it is one of my absolute favorites, and I just need to work on it some more, and that is Window with a View by Dominic Davidson. That is a place I would love to live at. Wouldn't you? That view, the book, the tea. I love it so much. So this is one I think I was working one color across the full page. Part of me is thinking I should just go back in and start to work like down a column. But yeah, I love this so much. So I definitely need to work more on this. Then we have World Travel Bookcase. And I guess at the time I didn't know about really buying fabric online, so I could get this 14 count soft and easy Ada at Joann's, and so that's what I got. But so it's so massive. That's what I've done. I need to work on this some more because I do love this bookshelf. And that leaves us with one more, and I literally have no idea what this project possibly could be. And it looks like I've experienced some bleeding onto the fabric. I think I'm just gonna toss this. I have no clue. I don't know. And I don't like working on this fabric anymore, even though it's super soft. It's so big. It's like 5 or 6 feet. Anyways, that concludes the full coverage edition and all of the cross stitching. So 3 parts to accomplish this. I know I'm missing 1 or 2 projects. I just don't know where they're at the moment. They'll show up eventually, but that was almost 200 projects we went through. So now we've just got knitting, crochet, and quilting to do. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.